we're back at the shop again, messing with my wife's truck. I got a couple pieces of pipe and stuff that I have accumulated over the years, because I got to connect that turbo to the coolie down thingy, the intercooler. That words, difficult, yes. So I've got a couple pieces here. It's a pretty simple piece of pipe, just needs to come off of here, go that way. But I gotta set the cab down for that. But before that, I'm gonna make a bracket to go here because that's a little boingy and I don't like it. So I'm gonna make that real quick. Then we're gonna set the cab down, make a pipe, and we'll go from there. And break. That doesn't bend at all. Okay. I guess that's hardened metal. These nuts to this plate, and then the plate will be removable. Is it excessive? 100%. But I want this to be reversible with me. That doesn't bend, it just snaps. This? Oh. One of them? That's more than one enough. Alright, new plan. We're gonna bend this. Probably should have drilled holes in that before I did that, but wouldn't have ever done anything the easy way. Let's make it hard so we get more content. Get a little fancy with this. I think I'm gonna do nut certs in the top of here and then put nut certs in here. That way all the bolts are accessible from the top side and I'm not fiddling around down there. But then I gotta pull this off. It would be really easy just to put the nut certs in there. I don't know. Let's get the top one sorted out and then we'll go from there. You cooled off yet? Good? Alright. This thing was getting ridiculously hot, so I legit stuffed it in the refrigerator. I got these two done, and the little scallop in the hole. Now I gotta put the nut certs in here. Or decide if I'm gonna put them in here or in here. I'll put them in here. Can go too far with the nut search, you gotta be careful. I already had to grind the head off of one of them because I boogered it. So, yeah. Ye have been burned. Yes, I'm going to paint it, but that's going to be another day because I want to get this same purple. But I gotta get, I want to do this, I want to do the intake horn, thinking about doing the charge pipes, not real positive on that yet, but yeah, that can of paint was expensive. hunt around, see if I can find a coupler, and then we'll go from there. Be back in a minute.
You know what I just realized? We're welding this to a straight pipe. It doesn't have to be marked. It doesn't matter where it goes.
Shut up. Why you got me trying to line it up?
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, the camera cut off for some reason, but I got that piece of pipe made and welded together. That's all I can do for today. I'm gonna get some coolant, or no, I have coolant. I gotta get some transmission fluid, and what else was it? Oh, a boot, coupler, whatever you want to call it. It's dark. I'm scared of the dark. Stay. Stay. Oh Lord. No, no, they're falling. No, no, stay. Come back. Stop it. Alright, crisis averted. Anywho, I'm done for the day. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. I successfully TIG welded things. I think it was a pretty good day today. Yeah. So we will see y'all. Today's Sunday, so it's probably going to be, depending on how long I'm staying at work tomorrow, staying late. I'm staying there all day, but depending on how long I'm staying late, it's going to dictate if I come down here or not. Oh, come on. I gotta put a, finish putting a timing cover on a 6.4, finish putting it back together. But we will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, got some trans fluid, got a coupler. Let's see if we can't make this thing move. Filter is filthy. I tried just blowing it out, but I can't leave it like that. Why start cutting corners now? So we're gonna clean this thing. I know it's not the right stuff, but it's what I got. Shake well, apply cleaner, wait 15 minutes. Alright. You guys remind me in 15 minutes that I left that filter in there for like an hour. Gotta put coolant in it too. Forgot about that. vacuum fill the 6.4s and the 6 liters. Well, you don't have to, but if you don't, there's potential that you can get an air pocket, air bubble behind the water pump, and the pump will sit there and cavitate, and then it'll eat the front cover. So I always vacuum fill mine. If I can't vacuum fill it, like if I didn't have that, I'd put coolant in it, drive it to work, and then drain the coolant, vacuum fill it again, or just bring my tools home. But that makes way too much sense. I've never used this thing, but it seems to be working okay so far. There's the part number. I've got a Matco one at work. You didn't remind me, I gotta go clean the air filter. Good Lord, people. I can't be expected to remember everything. I need help. Now, I have to find a way to dry this thing relatively quickly. Oh, let's see. Steering cap. I'm gonna go look back through the video and see where I set it. Yo, I'm an idiot. It's been a long day, all right? It's been a very long day. I'm gonna continue cleaning up so I can get this thing moved out. I'll bring you back. Maybe we'll take it up the road. clean. runs good enough where I can drive it to work. And if nothing else, it sounds pretty good. Finally hear that camshaft. We'll drive it to work tomorrow, get it tuned, and then should be done. I don't see any leaks. I'll pull it in, look under the hood one last time.